Hey guys, Professor Griffin. Super tired. It's like, oh, it's 4 in the morning. Holy crap. Whatever. Last lesson was all about functions. Pretty simple functions. This lesson was gonna be about an advanced version of functions, but I wanted to talk about a little construct that well, that'll help us when we're trying to design a little bit bigger programs. So it's kind of about modules, and in my module here called fake math module, I got some silly advanced math modules. So I'm going to talk about importing methods, but in a minute you'll see what I'm trying to get at. So in my actual file, PyIntro17, I can say, hey, I want to say from fake math module import add. Alright, well, in my fake math module there's definitely an add method or a function, whatever. It's not in a class, so it is a function. So in here I can say add 8, 9, and in fact if I print that out, and run it, you can see I've been practicing. Oh, we get 17. Alright, cool. Alright, so I've just imported a method from a fake math module. I could also say, get rid of this, or comment it out. I can simply say, hey, import fake math module. And one would think, possibly, that that function should still work. Well, the IDE is telling on me. Let's try to run it. Add is not defined. Kind of. So we imported the whole module. So since modules can be multi-layered and have many different things in them, this is almost like we have to use the C++ scope resolution operator. It's just a dot operator, but we're saying, hey, I want to use the add method from the fake math module that I've imported. So we're just being very specific. So instead of explicitly importing a single method, I'm importing the whole module, but now I have to tell it which method I want to run. So if I run it again, we're good to go. Now, however, I could say from fake math module import everything. Oh crap. Now I don't need to explicitly tell it what to do anymore. Let me undo that, comment it out, get rid of this, because now this says go into the fake math module and import every method. Okay, and then run it again. Alright, we're good. And I can also say print sub and call this subtraction method, and it works as well. Okay, why am I telling you all this? Well, we're going to write modules, but really the reason I wanted to bring it up was there's a cool construct in Python that says you can test to see if you're calling this file directly. So if you're calling this file directly from the command line, its name will be main. So let's define a main function, and all the main function does is call. So normally you would use this construct to test your module, let's say. So we could say add, and we could print that out. Now of course we would test the parameters to make sure they're the proper floats or ints, and throw errors if they weren't the right kinds, blah blah blah. But this is down and dirty. We're in a hurry. We're trying to do some game programming. Okay. So then now if I call PyIntro, we've got main. This code block calls main. So, but in PyIntro we only call sub, but we are importing. In fact, let's change this again. Let's import the whole fake math module. Just so we know that we're pulling that file in. And if I run this one directly, we get the two, add and subtract, and they work. But nothing here ran. In fact, if I took this and just said print add, print sub, print multiply, and fake math module, saved it. But I went back to my PyIntro 17, I'm still importing it. In C++, we've kind of been taught that if you include a file, that code basically gets cut and paste, so it should run. Nope, not here. So what does that mean? That means that I have to call that file directly for this code block to get executed. That means in my command line, boom. If I call it directly, it sees this and says, hey, my name is main. I am being called directly from the command line, or I am being called directly from somewhere. So I need to run this code. So it runs all of its tests, for example. And that's why modules love this syntax, because really a lot of tests can be in this code block, so you can test all of your methods or functions. And yeah.